So you need to have a goal when you're considering your dashboard for the information that you're going to store, and then the architecture will just come after that. So just like a dashboard in your car, you need to think about the important stuff first, and that needs to be the main primary focus of your dashboard. It's more important to know what speed you're going and how much gas you have than the song title that's playing on your radio. So think about that first and keep it simple to begin with. So the first thing to consider is the purpose of the dashboard. You really need to have a reason to do dashboards, not just that they're cool or the GC wants a dashboard. You really need to have a reason to do them. If you want to identify risks, this is like a hot engine light in your car. It's important. It's something that you can do. It's something you really stick onto a dashboard. Your at-a-glance reports are like your speedometer, your odometer, your RPMs being in a central location, something really important to you that you can see all at once. For efficiency and to reduce spend, it might be similar to your miles per gallon status. At this point, that's something that's really good to know, but it might not be the most important thing to know when you're starting out. And then finally, to increase the quality of your services to your internal customers, this would be similar to your maintenance needed light. It's, again, an important thing, but may not be the most important element to consider to begin. Okay, so you may, in order to have some of the calculations you want or to include some of the key performance indicators, you may even need to bring other data sources into your dashboard design. Another really important thing to consider early on is who is going to use the dashboard. The GC may want a high-level dashboard. They may want a year-end dashboard. They may have a really high level of view of things, where an operations leader really wants to drill down into the results. So one dashboard may not be enough for your department. You may need to have different dashboards for different audiences. What categories are you going to address? And again, this comes to the multiple data sources sometimes. It may not be enough to just pull from e-billing or pull from matter management. You may need to bring in other systems in order to have a dashboard that really answers the questions you have. We're going to move on to the architectural elements of dashboarding. Once you understand what your goal is and you know the information you're going after, you have to decide how to put it together. You need to have a design in mind from the beginning, and it needs to lead to results that are focused, actionable, themed, and practical. Because again, we want to keep it simple, especially in the beginning. But the entire purpose of dashboards is to give information in a simple manner that will be meaningful to people. Once you've decided what your information is, you have to understand what you want it to look like and what you want the people to do with the dashboard. Is it just going to be a chart? Is the chart going to have drill down information behind it? You have to understand the security behind the dashboard. Are there certain elements that people won't be able to drill down to if you're doing drill down reports? Will they just be able to see high level? You need to know if you want your dashboard to send alerts to people. What are you going to use? What technology you're going to use? You can use Excel. You can use graphs. You can use charts from Excel. You can use business objects. You can use Excelsius. Lots of tools out there today to help you with dashboarding. I would recommend, when you're starting out, use a simple tool that you have. Finally, you need to know how often the dashboard will be used. So for long-term goals for your GCs, you may have quarterly reports that they want to see, and it may be a quarterly dashboard with results. But they might also want to know about risk and warning. It might be an hourly dashboard that gets updated very frequently, that sends out alerts if a certain occurrence happens. You may want to know if a trend is trending in the wrong direction and only send out the dashboard at that point in time. So really consider how often you want them to see this dashboard. If you give people the information too frequently, it doesn't mean anything to them anymore. If they're getting it in their email every morning, they're not going to look at it anymore. It takes a long time to get to something like this, and this is what the GC always walks in with. You know, I saw this really cool thing, or this is what the salespeople say. Look, if you only buy this product, here's what you can have. There is a lot of work behind this. There are many, many reports that are actually behind this. Simplicity is key. You should keep them simple. Too much on a dashboard will not help anyone drive their business. They should be focused, actionable, and easy to understand at a glance. And they should be designed for the target audience.